Man, the prototype callbacks are just like this is. Ow.
Can you fix it?
Ow. This is how a prototype ended.
That's it.
A big fight against a big mutant thing out on like a boat outside of Manhattan.
Okay.
So it's just. Sorry about it. I wasn't even paying attention to the fight, which is why I died. I was just stuck on like. But they're just ripping off everything from Prototype.
Fix it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just do the hammerhead waltz for a bit.
So am I just?
Personal.
Okay. So I am supposed to fight him.
You're supposed to distract him.
Showing me what I've been
Whoops.
doing wrong for years. If I want to rule this city, I gotta modernize, evolve.
Can I maybe like impact with him or something? Or just let's just try the web shoot.
As soon as I kill you,
Yeah, that works.
Ah, you're supposed to attack his joints. I think.
Ow!
Now I can get in close.
Ow!
You know what you're doing?
I think I know what I'm doing.
You're making the metal hot, and then you are hammering on it. You are smithing his head.
Oh, great. It is just like Prototype. How can they get away with this? This is
maybe
blatant.
this is homage and not ripoff.
I mean, in a way, yes. In a way, yes.
Can't let him hit me.
But it's never outright stated, right? They've never been upfront about basically just taking every part of the game from Prototype.
What do I know? I don't know Prototype.
Prototype is a great game.
So you said.
So I'm not complaining. We're gonna eventually have to play Prototype so you can see what I'm talking about.
But that's not what we're playing after we're done with Spider-Man.
No. We're going in a very different direction.
Yeah.
Commencing bombing run.
Bombing run?
Damn, I missed.
You're bombing your own
Make
boat.
sure the next one hits.
And your ally.
Okay, so now he has a shield.
I dropped the bomb.
Woohoo!
Roll him at him.
Oh,
Wait.
I need to disable it.
throw the bombs at him.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, time to get personal.
Woo! Oh, sweet! I can do a finisher on Hammerhead. Well, that was easy. Ah! Now shoot him in the brain!
Now hit him.
Yes, in the brain.
Let him hit you.
I'll give you one chance. Join my crew
Coming in.
or die.
Ready.
Yes, get ready.
You know, this would be a lot more visually unimpressive if Hammerhead hadn't been equipped with such a Herman Munster forehead in the first place. Like, what if he had you know how they say people with a really big forehead have a 5 head? What if he had a 3 head? Like a really low hairline and just a flat thing.
Love your tech, Sable. Too bad I gotta use it to take you out.
Ah, he regenerates his shield.
And
Ow.
why is it mostly men who get to do the really horrific horror type things to themselves, and the women always look, slim with the big boobs and still.
Well, to be fair, Hammerhead is slim and has very big boobs.
No, but why don't we get representation in horrific looking scarred, barely even human dudes, It's like that
Now I have to
that
think.
picture that I showed you the other day where it's male races in RPGs and video games.
Oh,
you
yeah.
see all of these like orcs and demons and whatnot, and then there's female races, and it's just like differently colored women in underwear that look exactly the same, just a different hue. That sort of thing.
You fight good, but not as good as
And, like, why is that? Because like apparently every single woman in the medium like this has to be like, you know, cool to look at,
Yeah.
sexy to cosplay.
The Asari, the Koreans.
And like they
And even like the female Turian, they had to make it a kinda sexy Turian.
I know, right? And it's just like they make all these things, they make all these sexy female characters, and that's literally the only characters there are because all of them have to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then people get mad at women cosplaying these characters for looking too sexy. Like, you can either make it realistic
Ah.
or something, but it's like you can't do it right.
Yeah, and I guess like She-Hulk. Yeah, that's.
Door number 3.
I am not familiar with that character.
She's sexy, of course.
She's sexy?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna say like she doesn't meet those criteria. Okay.
No.
But they even made a female version of Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk has been a character for a very long time. She
No,
is-
that's not what I'm saying. They managed to make a female version of Hulk and make it sexy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she's big and strong, but she's obviously not like a disgusting monster. Like, oh come
Like the Hulk.
on.
It's like
Jesus.
why don't you do that? Why can't we also have the horrible, disgusting characters?
Door number 3.
Coming in. Get ready.
eat this!
Come on. Thank you.
Now hit him.
Die, bug!
Ow. I just want to hit him.
And like even I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. Ow.
Hit you.
I have to stop being bad at the video game.
Yeah, I thought I was maybe distracting you a little much here, so I've been keeping quiet now.
Love your tech stable! Too bad I gotta use it to take you out!
But like, I like being ugly in video games, or like weird looking, crazy thing, you know?
Commencing bombing run.
Nothing wrong with being ugly.
But I also like playing female characters. So I want the option of playing a horrific looking female character.
You're going down!
Keep your distance. Do not let him use his head.
Good tip.
Come on now. Finally. But is it gonna be good enough? Like, I've done the same thing like 5 times now. It's...
Got a headache yet?
But carbon steel.
Wait, I gotta be quicker.
Whoa.
You fight good, but not as good as me!
Come on.
You got a death wish, huh? Coming your way, bug!
And... Kaplonk? Nope, that missed. So we're just gonna jump around a bit.
I can handle this clown!
Woo! Ow!
You know, I don't buy the part where they're like,
Good lord.
his carbon steel head plate is the weakest point in him right now. Because his mech suit, it's made out of all these joints and connections, and the classical thing to do with that thing is to rip out that one power cord, you know?
Yeah. But it's just like...
More bombs coming in.
It's kind of just... Oops.
If I grab those bombs,
It's...
use them to disable his shield.
It's kind of just like the same thing for too long.
I know.
I'm repeating the same sort of steps over and over and over again. And like, oh, now we're gonna throw in some more bullshit to make it a little bit harder. But it's still just like, do the exact same things over and over and over again. And, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, I've done this now.
And like, maybe it's because I've been playing so much XCOM, but this looks like an XCOM mech. It's got Advent Stun Lancers,
Yeah.
and
Shields down.
the white ones are just the normal Advent mechs, I think. And I guess one trooper.
Yeah, well, yeah, those guys with the heavier armor definitely look like Advent guys.
Right?
Absolutely.
You will.
Whoa.
And
Okay,
you know,
now what?
You know what you could also do with him? You could throw him in the water. He's made out of metal.
Yeah.
And as far as we know, he's no Guybrush Threepwood.
Can't let him hit me.
So,
Maybe he couldn't swim even before. Ow.
it's kind of poetic, you know, to make the mafia guy swim with the fishes.
Come on. Thank you. Finally.
Shoot him.
I am trying. Oh, fuck, now. The laser is down.
Oh, come on.
I have an idea.
Really?
Longer.
What's your idea?
Pulse him.
Then what?
Get ready to jump.
Oh dear.
Or that, I guess. That kills the guy,
That kills the man.
technically.
you just became an accessory to murder, Spider-Man. Or
I
not.
guess he's coming out again. But come on, he shouldn't have hair.
No, his entire face should be gone now. He should be in full Terminator mode.
I would like this cutscene more if you were wearing the really stupid looking suit.
Oh god, now he's on fire.
That was fun.
Spider-Man, you seem very casual about
Give
being
me
an
a break.
accessory to murder.
I know this great pizza place.
I must return to Simcaria.
Right. You have a war to fight.
I do not like to fight. Do what I have to in order to help my people.
But he's dead. Spider-Man,
Heroes do.
you killed a guy.
I guess
No
he's
hero.
just unconscious.
You have taught me a few things,
Oh yeah?
I hope
Like
so.
what?
like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything. I don't do hugs.
Yeah, right. Of course. Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.
And I guess this is it. I'm gonna say this is...
Really?
Yeah, that was the final boss fight.
And
definitely.
Yuri is just set up to not be a weird serial killer.
Yeah, I guess she just went full on heal.
I feel like I have open questions.
Yeah, like there could
And there-
always...
Aww.
Oh. There, God bless. There could always be more stuff added to the game. They can add more DLC. It's just that these were the only 3 that were announced. So we'll see what happens. And if there's eventually going to be more DLC for this game, then maybe we'll play it. There might be a post-credit scene as well. We'll see about that. So I guess I was completely wrong about Chameleon. Who cares?
Yeah, but like MJ and
Miles
weren't really in this.
No, they weren't. I feel like they're saving all of that for Spider-Man 2,
I guess.
which I'm very hyped for, because you know that's gonna come. And they're gonna throw in Green Goblin, they're gonna throw in Venom, a bunch of new... Like, Spider-Man has a big gallery of villains.
Yeah.
You were introduced to some new ones that you didn't know about in this game. I don't think you'd ever seen, like, a Rhino before.
No, I've seen Rhino because he was like
No, we
racing.
do not talk about Paul Giamatti in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
That not hashtag not my Rhino.
Okay, fine. But like, I hadn't.
Scorpion, I guess. I mean, I told you about him, but I don't think you'd seen him in any media.
Scorpion, I don't think I've ever seen. Technically the
And
Vulture, because I didn't watch Homecoming until we were halfway through the Spider-Man playthrough, I think.
Right, but I think Vulture got a raw deal in this game because he was like the shittiest of the villains in terms of like effectiveness, right? He didn't get a fucking punch in on Spider-Man. He just got the shit beat out of him in every scene he was in, and he never did anything.
Venom also, not Venom, sorry.
Electro? Yeah, again, Amazing Spider-Man 2, hashtag not my Electro. Let's forget that the Amazing Spider-Man 2 ever happened. Hashtag not my Green Goblin.
Not your Sandman either.
But that's not Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man, sorry. Oh, right, oh my god, that was Jamie Foxx.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
The blue Electro.
Oh yeah, okay.
No.
Okay.
Electro in this game is way closer to, what he's supposed to be like. You had the Shocker.
The Shocker, that's what I was gonna say.
But the Shocker's he's just such a lovable loser. He's the worst. He's shit at everything. They even play that straight now in the comics. Like he knows that he is just the worst. He's very good at like engineering, and he just crafted the suit that has these powers. But that's it. He's pathetic, and he doesn't have any big ambitions either. He just wants to like use his vibration powers to rob banks.
And it's kind of sad because like if you're this good at engineering, then I guess you didn't have to be the worst, right? You could be good at something. But he happens to be talented at one thing, but he wants to be a criminal, and that's
according to his backstory, he does have kind of a chip on his shoulder against like the world, because he did work for some big mega corporation and just got fired, and when they were downsizing or something, and they just like took all of his stuff because they owned all the patents for it because he had created it while he was on the payroll and shit. So he just got booted and he got nothing for it, and he made the company rich. And now he's like, you know what? Fuck capitalism. Fuck the big corporations. I'm not gonna play by the system's rules anymore. I'm just gonna rob banks because fuck them. And that's the character of the Shocker.
So we are to W, which means we could be close to a post-credit scene. Since this is an alphabetical order.
Yeah, and after that we're done. After that, like for the foreseeable future, that there's gonna be no more Spider-Man. So we're gonna move on to something very, very different after that. It is a game that Anna wants me to play.
Yes.
I will humor her, and I think it's gonna be cool. Are we gonna give any hints about what it is?
I don't know.
Are
we?
Well, it's gonna be a bit different because it's gonna be like, well, we did one classic game in Final Fantasy VII. Otherwise, it's been mostly pretty new stuff. If you count Portal, Portal 2 is still like 2011.
Yeah.
So it's still within like the last decade.
But we are going to play a game from 2000 or so now?
2000?
I think.
Alright.
Something like that.
It's a game that is many games.
Yes.
You'll see. You'll see 2 days from now, dear listener. When it's up on the channel.
I'm very hyped for this because I've been wanting you to play this game. Even before we were talking about the channel. Yeah.
But anyway, thank you, Spider-Man. Thank you for providing entertainment for a couple of months now on the channel, actually. Super cool game. I love it. When I say that they rip off... Yuri Lowenthal, yeah. When I say that they rip off Prototype, I mean that in the best possible way, because Prototype is an awesome game. We're eventually gonna play that. Oh, Laura Bailey played that game.
She's also in many things, right?
Oh yeah. But for now, let's be done with this. I'm gonna skip to the post-credit scene.
Alright.
And then thank you, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's cool.
Yes.
And bling.
Alright.
That's Spider-Man.
That's 2 Spider-Mans, actually. 2 Spider-Men. Oops.
I think the web shooters are a little tight.
Get used to it. Just try to keep up.
Ooh. Ah. Yeah, come on. So that's the lead into Spider-Man 2. So it's probably not going to be any more. Yeah, you've finished the Silver Lining story. This concludes the City That Never Sleeps saga. Great job, hero.
Ooh.
Okay, Hammerhead's finished. But his men are still out there. A spider's work is never done.
You've unlocked a cyborg Spider-Man suit.
Yeah, it looks pretty dumb. Actually,
As far as this LP is concerned, Spider-Man's work is done.
yeah.